All right, we're headed to pick up the floor lift for the shop. I'm super stoked. Keegan and I put that little thing away. I am so pumped to see this because the floor lift we had before was just this rust pile that sat on the floor and was a total eyesore. So I'm hoping this is the improvement and the centerpiece of the shop that I'm expecting. Let's see what it looks like. Look how pretty that is. This thing was so ugly before. Really going through here tapping out these bolts because they're so hidden, like you couldn't even see them, they were so caked in here. So yeah, we're definitely polishing this turd. We're probably doing way more work on this than we need to, but we want it to look nice. That looks amazing. Fantastic job. Woohoo! Let's take her home. I thought you quit that thing. 600 pounds, doesn't even flinch. Love this truck. We've made it, rolling operations headquarters. Kind of feeling more and more official. So we're gonna get this thing in to the shop. It is heavy, so I'm not looking forward to it. But let's go take a look at what that looks like. We didn't want to drop the cylinder down because honestly, not super familiar with these, and the last thing I wanted to see was this disappear into the floor. This cylinder has been sitting out above the ground for about a week now, so we can finally get her in. You want to back that up a little bit? The goal is to get this thing as close as we can without actually having to do a lot of legwork. All right, now we just got to get all the old bolts in. They couldn't get two of them out, even trying to weld into them. Couldn't get them out, but we're all good. Keegan's dumping the old bolts. We had them soaking in gasoline, so we're gonna get those in here and then get this thing all mounted up. Keegan, look, your balls. So those go on the bottom here, so they act like a bearing while it sits on the lift. It's just a thing. Did I scare you? Drop it on my feet. That way it acts like a bearing on here, and so you can actually rotate those legs back and forth. Crazy. Want anything? No. I'm not taking it off. What's the contraption for? It makes sense to probably power code it a little bit. Look at that. Oh, it's fantastic. I love it.
Come in with the shoe.
Ooh, let's see the shoe on there.
You gotta always wear protection.
Oh yeah. That's what my mom always said. Look at this. Love it. Well, we'll get the rest of them on. I mean, this is exactly what we were hoping for, so we'll have to come back with an impact and a breaker bar to get these nice and tight, and then we'll come back with some paint, flat black, get all these filled in, like we said before, these didn't come out. So we'll get these to match, but I think it's gonna work out. If cross-threading was a sport, Keegan would win.
First place.
No, there's just a lot of powder coat inside of this that we're trying to thread through. And we don't quite have the impact that we need here. Keep going down. What's going on? This is gonna be at the bottom. See? Well, very nice to know. Look at that. So strong, he's just pushing it down. Let's just make sure it actually goes to the floor now that it has weight on it. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, we'll put the car on it and it'll fall right off the side. Yeah, let's take somebody else's car and do it. That looks beautiful. Pleased? I'm pleased. So now, the only thing we got to do before we can actually lift anything up on this, keep in mind we're not going to do that very often, but if we do need to use it, what I want to make sure we have these little stoppers, because this powder coat is so nice that this is very slippery. I mean, everything on here is functioning very well, but I don't want this thing to just, you know, we get something on here, load it up, and this just slide right off, because that would be kind of a nightmare situation. But outside of that, we're gonna come back, tighten these up a little bit more, find something to get in there, and this will be useful. Well, 150 pounds, seeming to work. Bye. Hey, look, I can work on the lights up here and all the wiring. Dang, this goes a lot higher than I thought. I know, I can see what everybody above 5 foot can see. Fantastic. It's a good view of the shop I've never had. You're about to spin me?
You spin my head right. I wonder how much I can.
No.
Look,
No.
you're dirty in it.
I know, I'm getting it all dirty already.
I was just trying to make sure this is lined up when it goes down.
Oh, you're getting it all straight and pretty looking for the floor?
Yeah, because it looks crooked.
Here we go. All right, not sure if we're doing this right, but hitting it with a little bit of WD-40. That way, you know, she don't rust up, get all nasty. Somebody in the comments can tell me why I shouldn't do this. But that is my solution for now. Loving it. While I'm out here, I'm gonna fix this so my wife stops complaining about it. I'm gonna make it look really pretty, like you could never tell.
Let me do it.
What'd I tell you, Keegan? Happy wife, happy life. Mint. I'm gonna get about 50 more now. I'm not spending $5 to get a new bin, but I'll spend 50 to stitch it back up.
You gonna stitch all the way around?
Probably, yeah. Frankenbin. Oh, that's what I'm gonna call him, Frankenbin.
Painting.
Should have just got a shoelace. Seriously, that's like $10 in zip ties. Oh well. So we built this mound here so we could advertise. Well, honestly, we built this mound because we tore out all of that over there, and we put it here so that we could advertise the equipment rental. As you can see, it just kind of sits here. But I told myself, yeah, eventually I'll put a drain here so it drains the other side, you know, over the culvert. Well, I haven't done that. Now I have a pond. And honestly, a much bigger pond than I expected. I'm really tempted to leave this here and just get frogs. We actually could just dig it deeper. Should we dig it deeper?
You should now.
Now I want a pond.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a pond.
Have a little pond and you'll
How mad do you think the city would be about this?
Dude, who cares? City of what? It's a town.
I don't think they would really care. The farmer might care. I don't want it to overflow over there though. But we could put a drain a little bit up off the mound. Oh, I want a pond now. So all the overflow goes over here, but then we could have our own fish in here. Come out and fish in here. Load this thing with some bass.
Charge people to cook fish.
It's always a business, isn't it? I probably could put that boat in here.
Eventually.
Doing our weekly maintenance here on getting these things cleaned up for the next rentals. We take our detail extremely seriously, don't we, Keegan?
Yes, we do.
No, I'm just kidding. Alright, we have it on the truck just to see. It's not very centered, but we're just going to see if we get a few inches off the ground. Oh, I forgot I turned the compressor off. Hang on. Alright, compressor's on. Okay. It's definitely got some lift in it. Like I said, it is not very balanced here. This truck isn't the most conducive thing for this. We'll be lucky if it doesn't just flip off here. Huh. Maybe I need to let it build up a little bit. Oh. To at least get it. Oh, we got the front end up. Huh. That's all I wanted to see. See if we get a few inches off the ground. I'm not going to lift it up because it's not centered at all. But at least I know I could get this thing up to do an oil change. We would definitely have to put some safety instruments underneath of it. I'm not going to let this pump go all the way back here because I really don't want to be the guy that's filming on YouTube and we watch this whole thing go down. Do not do that. He just jokingly said he was going to get it. But take a look. So we are off the ground. Like I said, it's definitely not centered, but if we got some jacks underneath of this, we need to get like a safety pole for the lift itself too. If it was to fail, it doesn't shoot down. But I think we could get this thing figured out and get her so we can make it useful for the shop. But let us know what you think. Completely crazy to use it, or should we use it every once in a while? Drop it in the comments. But I think we can get some use out of this thing. Seems to be holding the air okay. All right, let's just go up another little inch. This is that moment where we push it too far. Oh yeah, it's definitely got power. All right, we're good. It works. That's fantastic. Look at that thing, dude. It actually works. Definitely not straight. We need to lower this thing right away. Yeah, we're just getting the back end up. That is so cool. Got a shop lift. Who knew? All right, we're gonna put her down. There we go. She's safe. She's safe. We didn't flip her over. I was a little nervous. That'll do. All right. We didn't break anything. Oh, I think Keegan just likes the noise of that. But like I said, obviously it wasn't ideal. the way we had it set up. Wasn't about to actually use this thing until we got these safety pins in here. I didn't want to jack it up very high at all until we get these safety pins so it doesn't slide off and on. And we definitely need to make it so we can center it onto whatever we're using. And with those Nerf bars and everything on that truck, not super ideal, but I think we've got something we can work with. All right, we'll catch you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Tell them.
Smash that like button.
There you go. And that subscribe. 75% of you that watch this channel aren't subscribed. That's a problem. Catch you next time.